Welcome back, friends, with another movie reaction. Today we are watching Past Lives. I don't think this movie got a lot of broad public attention, but I heard great things about it from my best friend, and they tend to have a good read on what I enjoy. Critics seem to love it too, so I'm excited to check it out. Not much more to say because I have no other context for this film, but full reaction is going to be on Patreon in the link in the description below. Leave a like and let's get started. Oh, this is an A24 film. Oh no, the last one kind of destroyed me. Talking, of course, about everything everywhere all at once. 2 a.m. I'm actually recording this at 3 a.m.
Who do you think they are to each other?
I don't know.
Yeah, this is a hard one.
People watching.
The Asian girl and the Asian guy are a couple, and the white guy is their American friend.
It feels like her attention is
colleagues.
mostly on the Asian guy.
I have no idea.
Maybe it's a complicated relationship. Nope. Caught us watching. 24 years earlier.
나영,
Korea.
왜 울어? 오늘 2등에서 오는 거야?
Second best.
내가 1등에서 화났어?
Aw.
야, 난 맨날 너 때문에 2등한 처음 날 이겼는데 네가 울면 내 기분이 어떻겠냐? 또라이야.
She has to go home and tell her mom that her parents that she only got second place. So
매운
they're
노래 어때?
immigrating to
줄여서
an English-speaking country.
노라? 노라군?
요즘은 학교에서 누가 좋아?
나는 더듬이가 있지 않아.
Feelers.
혜성이? 남자다워.
Manly. Your children.
자다워. 걔도 너랑 결혼한대?
나 좋아하니까 내가 하자면 하겠지.
If I tell him to.
둘이 잘 어울려요.
저희가 곧 이민을 가거든요. 그래서 가기 전에 좋은 기억 만들어주고 싶어서요.
Oh, this is sad.
근데 왜 가세요?
버리는 게 있으면 얻는 것도 있거든요.
어디가 어디가?
아니 이것도 노란색이라 그러는 거야.
Holding hands.
다시는 안 오는 거야? 안 와.
왜 가는 건데?
Never
하고
coming back.
싶으니까 가지.
Because you
내가
want
하고
to.
싶은데. 한국 사람들은 노벨문학상 못 타.
Now you can be number one all the time.
안녕. 나영아 잘 가. 안녕.
Walked in silence. Oh.
야, 잘 가라.
That's how they're gonna leave it. She's going onwards and upwards.
How are you, Michelle?
I'm fine, and you?
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 Oh, Canada. A little harder to make friends. 12 years pass. Military service. Is it mandatory in South Korea? I think it is. Oh, hey, New York. You left Canada to come to the US? But the free healthcare and the lack of gun violence. I feel like I know this actor from somewhere. Your best friend from childhood.
걔 이름이 뭐더라? 아빠 영화 페이스북에 나를 찾는다고 포스트했어.
Oh.
뭔 소리야?
몇 달 전인데 나영이를 찾습니다.
Yeah, typing in other languages is like so foreign to me.
나영이야. 기억나?
Yeah, that's why he reached out.
걔가 왜 보고 싶냐?
야, 생각나는 게 당연하지.
They're so drunk.
펑펑 울어라.
Aww.
아이, 너 우리 몰래 여자 생겼냐?
뭔 소리 하는 거야?
아니 새벽
It's
3시에
empty.
여자 아니면 누가 연락을 해?
Hangover. Drunk you prepared water for you to drink. That's nice.
와. 잘 먹겠습니다.
So many different dishes for breakfast. It's a lot of work.
뭐가 그렇게 기분이 좋아?
How could you tell? Just doing a little happy walk. Oh. Hi. Hello, damn it.
와.
우와.
와.
난 너가 날 기억하는지도 몰랐어. 근데 진짜 장난으로 널 찾아봤더니 이젠 노라야.
아, 그래서 못 찾았구나. 난 그냥 나영이라고 불러도 돼?
당근. 근데 연극 극작가라고 그러나?
Playwright. Oh no.
여보세요?
Oh no.
여보세요.
Okay, there we go.
나 여기 있어.
공부 잘했나 보네.
Yeah, you weren't there to swipe away number one.
그냥 뭐 보통. 너 요즘도 잘 울어?
아니?
그래.
Feel like you're gonna in this
많이
film.
울었는데?
거의 매일 울었지.
Almost every day.
뉴욕에선 울면 안 돼?
처음엔 잘 울었었는데 뭐 그런다고 아무도 관심을 가지지 않는다는 걸
What?
깨달았지.
That's a reason to stop crying?
그렇구나. 좋다. 너랑 얘기하는 거?
나 좀 재밌는 사람이야.
아, 그래. 지금 거기 몇 시인데?
밤 12시.
Midnight.
너 아직도 안 먹었어? 당장 가서 먹어. 보고 싶었어.
Yeah.
나도.
안녕.
안녕. 안녕.
안녕. 한국말이 좀 녹슬었는데?
프리치에 꽂혀 있어.
Sights are still high.
12살이던 애랑 똑같아.
욕심쟁이,
Greedy.
성질도 나쁘고.
그러게. 아니야, 농담이야.
아티스트 레지던시야. 뭐야?
와,
넌 언제 뉴욕 안 와?
내가 왜 뉴욕을 가?
What do you mean, why would you?
왜 중국으로 가?
She's telling you to go for her. She can teach you Mandarin.
잘하네.
그거밖에 몰라. 거기 있었으면 좋겠다.
나중에 같이 오면 되지.
보고 싶다.
Oh no. Oh no. The worst timing.
넌 언제 서울 안 와?
Why would she go to Seoul?
내가 왜 서울을 가?
Oh no. Be honest with each other.
졸업은 해야 될.
안녕.
This seems like a really serious call.
아직 안 자?
언제쯤 뉴욕에 나를 만나러 오는 게 가능해?
Aww.
한 2년 반쯤?
난 우리 잠깐 연락을 끊었으면 좋겠어.
Oh man.
난 이민을 2번이나 해서 뉴욕에 와 있어. 난 여기서 뭔가를 해내고 싶어. 내가 맨날 서울 가는 비행기를 찾아보고 앉아 있는 거야.
내가 12년 만에 친구를 찾았는데
금방이야. 미안해.
뭐가 미안해. 우리가 뭐 사귀기나 했냐?
You're very clearly headed that way.
그래. 잘 가라. 나중에 얘기하자.
What are you doing? Oh, I think I know where I know her from. Sweet birthday, baby! From Russian Doll. Oh, I reacted to that show. Never posted it anywhere. Oh, he wrote out a whole thing. He's gonna get so drunk.
야, 오늘 먹고 죽자.
Why is he like this? Is this the white guy from the start of the film?
Hi. Hi. I'm Nora.
There's a word in Korean. 인연. It means providence or fate, but it's specifically about relationships between people. If two strangers even walk by each other in the street and their clothes accidentally brush, it means there must have been something between them in their past lives.
Wow.
If two people get married, they say it's because there have been 8,000 layers of inyan over 8,000 lifetimes.
Hello.
Do you believe in that? You and I knew each other in another life.
I guess. No?
That's just something Koreans say
Uh-huh.
to seduce someone.
Oh. 12 years pass.
You were visiting her family?
We're married.
Married. Did you not contact him for 12 years?
But you're studying.
Look at that.
right?
Big time writer. Not big time. Cool. I actually thought we had changed to Hai Sung.
Chicken wings.
Chicken wings.
Chicken wings.
Remember I told you about Haesung?
Hai Sung.
Oh yeah. Why is he coming here again?
I think vacation.
Wow.
설마 그 여자애 보러 간 거 아니지?
누구?
뭘 모르는 척해 임마. 네 첫사랑 걔 거기 산다며.
에휴, 불쌍한 놈.
Poor bastard.
뭐가?
너 가 있는 내내 비 온대. 뭐야? 심각한 놈.
This doesn't even look like the same actor anymore. They like aged him up really well. Raining the whole time because we're all sad. I feel like this is gonna be the most tragic thing ever. They didn't come pick him up at the airport? I guess he was going on vacation, not specifically to see her. At least that's what he said. I feel like they're soulmates that never happened. This movie could be about polyamory, right? No? It's like he's a kid again.
혜성! 와, 너다.
뭐라고 말해야지?
모르겠어.
와,
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 와.
와.
진짜 와다. 와.
와.
They've held each other in their hearts for such a long time.
내가 결혼하기 전에 남편이랑 한국에 갔었잖아. 이메일
Damn.
했는데 대답을
Oh.
안 하더라.
Oh wow.
미안해.
여자친구도 만나보고 싶었는데 둘이 잘 지내?
Broke up. That's why I'm here.
생각할 시간이 좀 필요해서.
Huh.
사랑하는데 왜 몰라?
Because he's loved you too this entire time.
외동아들한테 시집 오려면 내가 좀 더 돈도 잘 벌고 잘나야 하는데 난 너무
That
평범하거든.
sounds like an excuse.
너가 평범해?
모든 게 다 평범해.
부동.
걔는 좀 더 잘난 사람.
Similarities in language.
싸워?
어휴, 장난 아니지.
왜 싸워?
그냥
남편은 가족이랑 잘 지내?
우리 집에서 맨날 화투 쳐.
술을 쳐?
그럼 육개장을 제일 좋아해.
육개장을 좋아한다고? 아 진짜 장난 아니다.
장난 아니지. 너는 장가 잘 가야지.
지금 걱정해 주는 거야?
너같이 이상주의적인 사람은
Idealistic.
장가 가기 힘들어요.
Her ring's in the picture.
너는 나를 왜 찾았어?
12년 전에?
You finally gonna say it after all this time?
한 번 더 보고 싶었어. 잘 모르겠어. 왠지 네가 날 두고 그냥 네가 내 인생에서 그냥 사라졌는데 내가 널 확 다시 찾았지. 군대에서 네 생각이 나더라고.
그랬구나.
Yeah, what can you say to that?
우리 그때 진짜 애기들이었잖아.
그리고 12년 전에 다시 만났을 때도 그때도 애기들이었지.
이제는 애기가 아니지.
With the freaking carousel music in the background, it's like, oh. A PS5 controller.
Hi.
Hi, my love. How was it?
You were right. He came here to see me.
Yeah. Is this the proper goodbye he has to have before he marries that damn girl?
And I feel so not Korean when I'm with him. But also, in some way, more Korean.
Is he attractive?
I think so. He's really masculine in this way that I think is so Korean.
Everything's so Korean.
Are you attracted to him?
Taking quite a while to answer.
I don't think so.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I mean, I don't think so. I don't think that that's attraction. I think I just missed him a lot.
Did he miss you?
Oh yeah.
I think he missed the 12-year-old crybaby he knew a long time ago.
You were a crybaby?
You didn't
Yeah.
know? That's a connection you're not gonna have. And it feels
When
weird.
is he leaving again?
Morning after tomorrow.
Worried about his marriage.
Are you mad?
No.
He's scared,
I
maybe.
don't have a right to be mad.
What do you mean? Of course you do.
You can feel how you feel. It doesn't.
I flew 13 hours to be here. I'm not gonna tell you that you can't see him or something. He's your childhood sweetheart. And it's not like you're gonna run away with him. Are you?
Definitely. I'm gonna throw away my life here and run away with him to Seoul.
I was just thinking about what a good story this is.
The story of Haesung and me?
Yeah. I just can't compete.
But it's
In the story, I would be
incredible
the
story.
evil white American husband standing in the way of destiny.
Shut up.
I mean, what, think about it. Our story is just so boring. Get married so you could get a green card.
Oh, you make it sound so romantic.
That's what I'm saying. What if you met somebody else at that residency? What if there was another writer from New York who had also read all the same books you had?
That's not how life works. This is my life, and I'm living it with you.
Are you happy with it? Is this what you imagined for yourself when you left Seoul? Tiny apartment in the East Village with some Jewish guy who writes books. Is that what your parents wanted for you?
You're asking me if you, Arthur Zedaransky, are the answer to my family's immigrant dream?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my god, the delivery on that line.
This is where I'm supposed to be.
You make my life so much bigger. And I'm wondering if I do the same thing for you.
Oh wow.
You do. You're forgetting the part where I love you.
I don't forget that. I have trouble believing it sometimes. You know, you only speak in Korean when you talk in your sleep.
I do?
Yeah.
Huh.
I guess I get scared.
There's another
Scared of what?
side of you that they'll never really know.
I dream in a language that I can't understand. It's like there's this whole place inside of you where I can't go.
Talking about being inside of Sorry.
I think that's why I've been trying to learn Korean.
Yeah.
You wanna understand me when I'm dreaming?
Yeah.
Aww.
안녕.
안녕. 뭐 좀 먹었어?
아니.
He brought snacks. He brought breakfast.
너는 요즘 무슨 상 타고 싶어?
I don't care.
토니상.
A Tony.
너 정말 기억 그대로야.
Is she?
아직도 또라이?
Uh-huh.
아직도 또라이.
It's just this general sadness.
잠깐만요. 조금. 하나, 둘, 셋.
Is that how you do it? I like the choice of film for this, or like whatever format they use. It looks a little bit like a film from the late 90s or 2000s. It just looks, I don't know.
너 어려 보인다.
I don't look young now.
카드 때문에 좀 예정보다 일찍.
내가 누군지 알고?
그럼 만나보고 싶어해.
He learned. How dare you try to steal her from me, you son of a bitch, in Korean. He's like, damn it, you're so fucking handsome.
한국말 잘하시네.
알았네요.
배고파?
yes.
뭐 먹고 싶어요?
파스타?
Pasta.
Pasta. Yeah, you like pasta?
Yes.
The Statue of Liberty.
Miming the Statue of Liberty.
Parrot.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've never been.
Never been.
Really?
You know how Korean men have mandatory military
Yeah,
service?
your dad talks about it. How was it?
어,
You like it?
어땠어? 아, 좋았어?
너 한국은 매일 야근해도 그런 거 없거든.
There's no overtime pay in Korea.
Uh-huh.
진짜?
음.
빡세네.
And now they're just talking to each other.
It's very
Yep.
hard.
Work. Work is hard.
Okay.
Hard physically or mentally?
Mental, I'm strong.
정신적으로 강하다고?
맞아. 이민 잘 갔어.
나도 그렇게 생각해.
한국은 너한테 너무 작은 나라야. 너의 욕심을 채워주기엔 부족해. 너를 진짜 사랑하는 것 같아. 네 남편이 좋은 게 이렇게 아플 진 몰랐어. 얘기를 그만하기로 한 시간 동안 내가 너를 무지 보고 싶었거든. 나 보고 싶었어?
당근.
12년 전에 그때 내가 만약에 뉴욕에 왔었다면 어땠을까? 우리가 사귀었을까? 헤어졌을까? 부부가 됐을까? 근데 이번에 와서 확인한 사실은 넌 너기 때문에 떠나가야 했어.
Oh man.
그리고 내가 널 좋아하는 이유는 네가 너이기 때문이야.
너가 기억하는 나영이는 여기에 존재하지 않아.
Yeah.
알아.
20년 전에 난 그 애를 너와 함께 두고 온 거야.
Oh my god.
알아. 그리고 그때 내가 겨우 12살이었지만 그 애를 사랑했었어.
또라이네. 내 생각에는 이 전생에 뭔가 있었어. 우린 이번 생에는 서로에게 그런 사람이 될 인연은 아닌 거야.
이번 생에는 너랑 아사랑 그런 인연인 거지. 그리고 아사에게 너는 곁에 남는 사람인 거야.
Yeah.
전생에 우린 누구였을까?
글쎄.
뭔가
Jeez.
불가능한 관계? 왕비랑 왕의 부하 뭐 그런 거?
아니면
아니면 어딘가를 가는 기차에 같이 앉아 있었던 거야.
왜?
그냥 티켓이 옆자리여서.
Oh, the freaking floodgate just opened on this. At this one scene. Everything was building to it.
I'm sorry, we speak alone. We will stop.
No.
It's okay. We haven't seen each other in a long time.
Do you know what 인연?
Yeah.
You and me.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, you and I are in Yen too.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Wow. The floodgates are open again.
I'm really glad you came here. It was the right thing to do.
I'm gonna walk him to his Uber.
Come visit me in Korea.
Do you really mean that?
I'll be right back.
Okay.
And then she left with him. That would be so ridiculous. This one thing he needed closure on in his life. This movie really makes you feel every moment. It's just a silent walk. Just like when they split up as kids.
금방 오나?
2분.
At some point I realized it's just gonna be 2 minutes of them looking at each other.
야!
God damn it.
나영아. 이것도 전생이라면 우리의 다음 생에서는 벌써 서로에게 다른 인연인 게 아닐까? 그때 우린 누굴까?
모르겠어.
나도.
Jesus.
그때 보자.
I'm like ugly crying right now. I can't even hold it in. I'm like hyperventilating. I feel like the top of my head is like stinging. I'm like having like a physiological reaction to this. This movie's really well made because they purposely let these 2 minutes just play out for me to cry. He's just waiting there. You are someone who stays. Oh man. Did I say this before? That this time he is the one who leaves? Can you even understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? I can't even speak. I can't. Oh, my head is just. I feel. The credits started rolling, and it's like a period on this whole entire conversation, this entire arc of their lives. They were in each other's lives for like 2 weeks the last 24 years, and yet it's... carried so much. Oh my god. I'm like feeling goosebumps in my skull, in my... Jeez, I think... Yeah, wow. Wow. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah, Greta Lee from Sweet Birthday Baby. This is now a very dark horse for my favorite movie of the year. Coming into it, I was like, it's definitely Across the Spider-Verse, and then Suzume will be below it. But this just came... I hadn't even heard of this film until it was in theaters, and now it just completely blindsided me. Oh my god. I really liked... I really loved the film, even. Before we got to that scene, I was like, this is so incredibly powerful. This is like a 9.5 for me. And then that scene where I just started bawling for like 10 minutes straight. That is definitely the most emotional I've been for any movie for a very long time. Like Everything Everywhere All at Once, I cried longer for like a longer period of time. It was like a 30-minute thing, but I don't think I had a cry this intense in... Oh, I don't even know. Man, I am emotionally drained after this film. I can't remember the last time I cried that hard. I mean, I cried longer in Everything Everywhere All at Once, but not as intense. This was like a very intense 10 minutes. The movie got me so good. And Nora used to be a crybaby, they said. She bottled it up for more than 2 decades. But Hae-sung leaving, that long walk home, this is when she cries, when she finally lets herself grieve over him and this other life that she could have had. There's this incredible bond that's built when you're children that feels very unique. And then add to that the fact that Hae-sung was Nora's strongest connection to Korea, her homeland, and there's just this intense sense of longing there. She had a huge crush on him back then, and he represents a completely different life she might have had, and there's the connection to her culture. I'm actually not in contact with anybody from my age from school before I was 12. I have my cousins from when I was younger, but I only saw them like once a year, didn't really grow up with them. And yeah, I moved from Queens to Brooklyn after elementary school, and then went to school in Manhattan, Hunter College High School for 7th through 12th grade. Still in contact with quite a few people from then, known them for 20 years, some of them, and one of them actually recommended this film to me. We also dated for about a year, maybe 5 years ago now. I'm curious if they wanted me to watch this so we could talk about our Inyeon. But yeah, Inyeon is just such a beautiful concept. I love so much that when it's first introduced, Nora was using it on Arthur, saying how it was nonsense and only used to seduce people. And by the end of the film, like Nora and Hae-sung were saying that 24 years ago they were babies, even 12 years ago they were babies. And so the growing up that Nora went through has made her feel like Inyeon is just so incredibly real. And she and Hae-sung felt the other's presence in their lives decades afterwards, throughout lifetimes. And the fact that Inyeon is also something that's used to seduce people also adds a layer to the longing that is felt between the two of them. And I felt like at the start of the film, I thought her family immigrating was completely her parents' idea. Like, they had a good life in Korea but wanted a better opportunity for their children, and so they wanted to go. And Nora says she wants to leave when she's a kid because she wants a Nobel Prize, and I thought that's just the thing kids say, right? But you understand by the end that she did have her own ambitions, and maybe the guilt of wanting to leave made her hide it from Hae-sung until the very last moment. And then he didn't know how to deal with those emotions and just says a short bye after walking in so much silence, a silence that is repeated but so completely different 24 years later. Of course, back then she was just a kid, but the idea that her dream that pulled her away from him and from Korea wasn't even her dream anymore, she doesn't want that Nobel Prize anymore, that also feels very tragic. And she wound up wanting a Pulitzer and then a Tony, but those were shaped by her experiences in America. So there's this lingering idea in the film of she would have grown to strive towards something else if she had stayed in Korea. Her dreams still could have existed in some format, and it didn't have to take her away from him. But you feel Hae-sung's love there so much because he's never angry at the things that took her away from him. They're a part of who she is, and the person she is why he fell in love with her in the first place. That's so tragically beautiful. Oh my god. And there are so many threads in this film that are woven together beautifully. There was Hae-sung looking out the window of the car when he was 12 with Nora sleeping on his shoulder, and that's mirrored in the scene at the end with him looking out of the window of the Uber that he's taking to the airport. And then there was Hae-sung's mother asking Nora's mother why she was immigrating in the first place, and she answers, if you leave something behind, you gain something too. And we feel that so intensely throughout the film. Nora feels the pull of her past so much, but she's also happy with the life she's built. She also loves Arthur. And it honestly feels like her heart was gonna break no matter what in this film. I think in most other movies, Arthur is the character you're supposed to hate, but you kind of can't do that in this film. He's incredibly understanding, patient, and loving, and of course he has his insecurities, but because how can you not when Nora and Hae-sung have a story that's that good and connect on a level you will never come close to understanding? He didn't even know she was a crybaby as a kid, and I'm glad that he gets to see that side of her at the end of the film. The movie just rips your heart out though with Hae-sung and Nora's relationship, but it doesn't make Nora's relationship with Arthur feel any less than. I mean, he's been with her for 12 years, and I love how even though it makes him feel scared and insecure, he's glad that Hae-sung came, he's happy Nora gets closure, he's happy that he understands her more than he did before, and he now knows the man who he's thankful to partially for who Nora is. But Arthur is constantly wondering if there's a part of her he'll never know, and he feels insecure that he doesn't mean as much to her as she does to him. And she only speaks Korean in her sleep, and it drives him to learn Korean. He's afraid in her subconscious she'd rather be somewhere else, I guess, or with somebody else, and that's so intense. I'd be surprised if I spoke Mandarin in my sleep. I learned English and Mandarin almost simultaneously as a toddler, but I think as a baby, my parents spoke Mandarin to me because they were like, yeah, he's gonna learn English anyway. But yeah, there was a whole other life Nora could have led, and it would have been so different. And it's so interesting because this movie is so slow with its pacing, but in a really wonderful way. We're left to linger on every moment, and it helps so much in feeling what the characters feel. It makes us sit in that longing. Like, Hollywood films rarely ever do that nowadays. And yeah, I just thought this movie was so well paced. It left enough time for me to cry it out in that last scene, but not miss any dialogue. And yeah, those last 10-15 minutes were just incredible. I'm glad Hae-sung got some closure. Seeing her here, he understands who she really is. The person he was in love with. It was inevitable for her to wind up here. And I really love that scene also between Hae-sung and Arthur. There's the language barrier there for sure, but Hae-sung wonders to him like what kind of inyon they share with each other. And that's so freaking beautiful. Yeah, I'm curious, what inyon do you all have with me? Maybe in a past life I was like a bard and you were somebody listening to one of my songs. But it's a fascinating concept and something I'll definitely talk to my friends about in the future and wonder about. And yeah, that final scene between Hae-sung and Nora, it hit just like the laundry and taxes line in another film, If You Know, You Know. Hae-sung was saying, what if these are our past lives and we meet again in another life? Who will we be to each other then? That has got to be the most heartbreaking, romantic thing I've ever heard in my goddamn life. Oh my god. And yeah, after he leaves, that long walk back that she does to her apartment, I was just crying the entire time. You could tell there was no outcome that would be a happy ending for this film, even if it's the right ending for everybody. And yeah, we get so many happily ever after films, and it makes the ones that don't end that way just hit so much harder. Nora loves Hae-sung deeply, it just wasn't meant to be in this lifetime, and yeah, incredible film. Yeah, might be the most romantic film I've ever watched. A24 is kicking so much ass recently. This has got to be like an 11 out of 10 for me. Again, might be a dark horse for my favorite movie of the year. Like, I was so sure coming into this year that my favorite film would be Spider-Verse, and then Suzume would be right after it. But this might challenge for the very top spot. Like, I'll sit on it a little longer, we'll see, but yeah, what inyon do you guys contemplate? We have inyon with everybody we've ever passed in our lives. Who do you wonder about? Like, what was your relationship in your past lives? What relationships will you have with them when this becomes your past life? Beautiful concept and beautiful execution on a movie circulating that concept. Really loved it. Alright, thanks for watching. Oh my god, I'm so tired now. Full reactions on Patreon. Leave a like and I'll see you guys soon with more. Bye friends. This was a freaking masterpiece!